Last we left off, our adventurers had liberated 19 orphans from Steeplight after participating in the Queen of Thieves' famously secret fight pit. While the group is unable to talk about the fight pit, it was clearly evident that Zendu, a retired paladin who had made friends with Kaim, placed a rather large wager on the group and won a sizable chunk of money. After much deliberation, the group decided that taking the orphans to Night Hollow would be the best course of action. Kaim spoke with Zendu and told him that they were heading out, and mentioned heading to Casoria in the Valyrian Empire. Zendu slept on the information, and in the morning a clean-shaven, washed and pristine paladin was ready to head out on his new adventure. The group took a merchant airship called the Austere Majesty to the port city of Rallapa, and parted ways with Zendu, who made his way to Casoria. The group stayed the night in Rallapa and offered their services as guards for a caravan that was making its way to Night Hollow. With a 4-day journey ahead of them, the group made sure that all 19 orphans were ready to head out. And this is where we begin tonight's session. You're traveling on the road toward Night Hollow with 19 orphans and a merchant caravan. Arvin was looking for someone that might know of the Dragonborn paladin Abdumiel, and Kaim was hoping to find a fire genasi blacksmith in Night Hollow, who might know something about the Forge of Aurelia and of his broken blade. It's a 4-day trip from Rallapa to Night Hollow. Is there anything you would like to do as the caravan sets out?
Panoply is basically spending about half her time getting tired of listening to the children and wandering off and scouting. And we'll probably spend the other half being bored and looking at them to see if any of the older ones might be amenable to learning, like how to shoot a bow or something.
Oh, you get many volunteers when it's mentioned that there's archery involved.
Only tall ones. I only have this bow.
The smallest kid looks sad.
Kaim will pat the little kid on the shoulder and says, I could teach you how to swing a sword if you want.
All right. You pass some time with some random archery and swordplay on the journey. The theoretical matron mother of the caravan definitely feeds you a lot of food. Keeps the orphans all well fed. So you head out on your journey. I would like all of you to roll a d6.
This isn't normal. There we go.
Ha! Nice.
Thanks for not letting us down.
You're welcome.
Alright. Kaim, as you are teaching one of the kids, well, a few of the kids how to wield a sword and a blade, there is definitely a minor accident that happens. One of the kids definitely has a giant gash across his thigh, and it is bleeding profusely.
Oh my god. Don't worry, stop crying.
Put pressure on it, you idiot.
Yep. I'm gonna put my hands on the kid's leg, putting pressure, and I'm gonna cast Healing Hands.
All right. That'll definitely seal up the wound and stop it from profusely bleeding out. After this, you decide that maybe we'll take it a little bit slower, or maybe use some wooden sticks with the kids until they get their, kind of get a handle of wielding a large, sharp metal object.
Kime will talk to the little kid that was holding the sword and says, "You need to be careful next time." But, and he'll whisper, "That was a pretty good damn shot. Nice job."
Panoply, before Kime created this accident, you were teaching a couple of the bigger boys how to shoot, and one of the boys seems to have taken on really, really well. And one of the nights, as you settle down for the evening, you two go out and manage to hunt quite a few large birds in the area. And you bring back a sizable amount of different fowl to consume for the night. Seems like this one might be maybe a good fit for the militia or something like that. Very talented with the bow.
I teach him how to pluck and gut that bird too, even though he seems reluctant.
Yeah, they've cleaned worse. Definitely reluctant in, that it's an animal, but then once realizes not that bad. Him and a few others get the hang of it, and you don't even have to do anything.
Maybe having kids isn't as bad as I thought.
Arvin, as you all sit down for the first night's dinner, you do notice in the caravan with you is a sort of military-looking dragonborn and a few kobolds who look like they might be pilgrims or something like that.
Was it just a small portion of the caravan that are dragonborn?
It's just one dragonborn and just a small handful of kobolds.
All right. Definitely like to move up and ask if they are familiar with Ebdumiel, Paladin of Bahamut.
All right. Make a persuasion check.
I can do that. I can be persuasive.
At first, the kobolds are rather timid around you. They're very strange little, kind of dragon-like creatures, almost kind of rat-like creatures. You're not really sure. They're very small and strange.
I presume I've had spoken with or seen others in Night Hollow previously.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They generally keep in packs. The Dragonborn, however, is a very large individual. Probably slightly taller than Kime.
he's a big boy.
Red scales. And very well armored. And he introduces himself as Spaka. And he kind of puts a fist up to his chest and gives a slight bow to you at the mention of Ebdumiel. He says, "Yes, I know of Abdumiel very well. He is a mighty paladin of the god Bahamut."
And
Why do you ask?
first, I was curious if you fought with or under Abdumiel.
Yes, myself and my brother, Warlix, we are Abdumiel's right and left hand and lead the war parties.
Wow, like to do a deep bow. It's great to be in your company.
He once again puts his hand up to his heart and gives a small bow.
We had been given information when we were in Night Hollow last about Abdumiel, and I wanted to get in touch with him. Was wondering if you could provide information to help us with that.
Perhaps it depends on the situation when I arrive back in Night Hollow. Abdumiel has been preparing the forces and, well, besieging a temple that was once ours, and it has fallen into the hands of the Draconians. He could be at Night Hollow, or he could be at the temple itself.
Understood. We were going to offer our services some time ago. If he happens to be out, where would the temple be located?
The temple is to the south of the Nahujan Pass, about halfway between Night Hollow and Hemolaku. It is a temple to the various gods of the Dragonborn. More specifically, that of Bahamut and its sister Tiamat.
It sounds terrible that the Draconians have overtaken it. I wonder what they have to gain.
The Draconians worship different deities than the Dragonborn, while we worship those of the elementals and metallics. The Draconians worship more sinister and darker beings.
And is your purpose to go and help Abdumiel, or are you going to be with this merchant caravan for quite some time?
Once I make it to Night Hollow, I shall assess the situation and most likely head to the temple and lead a war party in. It sounds like the Draconians are unrelenting and not allowing us to retake the temple without quite a fight.
Would love to be of service. We'll have to see how our own issues play out first, I suppose.
You can find members of the Kaja Conclave in Night Hollow on the eastern side. If Abdumiel is not there, then Zevran Barris. He is not so much a warrior, but more of a religious leader.
Which side of town was Zevran on?
The east gate that we will pass through.
Out of curiosity, would the Kaja Conclave be looking for recruits? Would they be looking for people only of your own kind? We're going to have lots of people coming into Night Hollow that might be interested in helping, that are young.
We're always looking for mercenaries, but if you wish to join the Kaja Conclave, you must be a believer in the dragon gods.
Understood. Thank you for your information. Appreciate it. I think my friend Kaim over there would really like to get his hand on some of that armor you've got.
He looks over Kaim's way. He looks to have some impressive armor of his own.
Been through quite some adventures.
Well, I can assure you that if you do decide to help, Abdumio would be much grateful, and the Kaja Conclave is not poor by any means.
Will put my hand to my heart, do the slight nod, and make my way out.
He does the same, and as you leave, you see the kobolds that were nearby but not really talkative scurry back, and they all look to have these purple amethyst crystals that they are heating in essentially a hookah, and it looks like they are consuming the smoke.
Do they familiar, those purple crystals, like stuff we've dealt with before?
Oh yeah.
It's been a while. Is that the
It
stuff
looks
we
like
use to stop
ether mode,
robots? Aether mode, gotcha.
which you've seen in the mines, the dwarven mines, and off of that one weird creature that you killed in there.
Man, if only I knew we could smoke this stuff. I guess I'll just head over to some merchants and take a look at some wares, but otherwise just strolling along and playing my instrument and singing songs.
Alrighty. Next day, or night passes, woken up with some nice hot soup in the morning. And the kid who gashed his leg seems to be doing quite better after Kaim healed him, and is quite amazed that when he takes the bandage off that there's not just this like horrible, nasty wound there. That there's a scar, but it's healed for the most part. Second day, I would like everybody to roll a d6.
Number of the beast.
Oh my.
Is high good or is it bad?
Hopefully we're not playing golf.
As you all continue on your journey, Panoply motions over to Arvin and Kaim. Turksian's too engrossed in his books that she's spotted something off in the field.
Would we know if the merchants or the caravan would be willing to slow down or stop this, or would that be just a big inconvenience?
If you all told them to stop, they would probably stop as you're sort of their de facto guards. Spaka also came on as a guard, and then there's like two other very generic-looking guards that you're not sure they could handle much.
Panoply, what
Yeah.
do you see over there?
What do I see over
Out
there?
in that field. Tell me what you see. You have good eyesight.
Make a perception check.
What do you perceive? Did we see movement? Was it large movement?
No. It looks like a mound or something, but there is a glint of metal from the sunlight that Panoply notices.
Maybe let me go look first, and then Kime come a little ways behind. And Arvin, can you convince the kids to like get in the wagons and stay back?
Yeah, is this something maybe that would be dangerous? Should we have the caravan locked down? Or do we want to
Maybe
just
just
catch
have
back
them
up to them?
slow for a moment.
Okay. I'll gather the children and head to the front of the caravan.
Don't stay too close to me because you're loud. I tell Kime, but just like so you can see me. It's daylight anyway, and I will go sneaking, but not like trying to hide from Kime.
At the end distance.
As I'm rounding up the kids, I'll walk past Tirxian and poke him in the shoulder and make sure he's aware of the situation.
What?
Okay.
Shiny things.
Okay. Just the word shiny things wouldn't do anything. I think you just start reading again.
So I will creep up there, turn around, make sure Kime's not too close, and then like go up far enough where I can get a better look at it.
As you get closer, it vaguely resembles a humanoid with a blue cloak over it, but the limbs look like they're made of metal.
Not a Warforged?
Maybe.
Is it moving?
Yes, but very vaguely. Like, it's not crawling or anything, but you can see, like, one of the hands is sort of flexing.
Is it so it's lying down? It's like prone?
Yeah, but kind of crumpled over.
I will find a stick or rock. I want to toss it like toward the other side, like not near where I am, and see if it reacts to that.
The head moves real slowly and looks like with difficulty that way. And as it moves, you can see that the head is also metal too.
I will approach, obviously, and be, hello?
The head, like, with difficulty moves back in your direction. And as you get closer, you can see that this Warforged is badly damaged. And you hear, like, some gears or something gyrating inside, and a vague greeting, but it's really thin.
Does it seem to be in common?
Yeah.
I will. That blue cloak is indicative of Prospero.
Yeah.
I sit there looking at it for a minute. Look at Kime. Then I'm gonna do good berries. And offer it one.
It reaches a hand out. You can see as it reaches out that the metal on it looks like it's been maybe eroded a little.
Can it eat it? Does it help it?
No.
No to the sorry, no to the eating it, or no to the is it able to help it?
Both.
Kime, does your healing thing work on this?
I don't
It's really broken.
actually. We did take a long rest, right?
Yeah.
I could try. And kind of walk over and touch the Warforged on the shoulder and cast Healing Hands.
You notice a difference. The corroded metallic exterior of it looks to heal a little. You hear some like popping noises of metal from somewhere, and a few more gyrations of cogs or something moving, and the Warforged starts to lift itself to sit. And it looks at you. Thank you.
Problem. I'm no engineer, but you don't look so good. You okay?
No.
Mind telling us what happened? Can we help you?
Voices. Voices said to go north. Therum.
Oh boy. And kind of look over to Penny.
Headed north. Attacked by purple winged creature.
Near here? Like right here?
Yes.
How long ago?
Few days. No, not few days. Few weeks.
It could be long gone from here now.
Would you like to continue north? Are you well enough to do it? Or if you stay with us a day, you could probably get a little better.
He looks at you and around. No. Voices. They warn me of your kind.
Our kind? Not. Look at Kime, since we're totally different. Like, not your kind?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Those made of flesh. I must go to Therum.
I think probably there's good and bad of you, like good and bad of us. Honestly.
You don't know.
Neither do you, strictly speaking. Anyway, do you need anything? Do you want these berries? Do these help you?
He like takes a berry, like smashes it on his arm.
Do you ingest things? Eat?
No.
Oh, well, sorry then. I'll just keep the rest of these.
I thank you, but I must go now. North.
What? Do you have a name?
Crease.
Well, I'm Panoply. Have a good journey.
Question. How do you plan on getting north? Just walking there?
The voices guide me.
Uh, Penny, can I talk to you over here for a second? Like, away
Yeah,
from your
sure.
shot? What do you think about taking this guy back to Night Hollow?
I think it's a terrible idea because I think he's one of the ones, like, the same thing happened to him that happened when we did our thing in Night Hollow.
Right, but it would.
Yeah.
We also did promise to bring back Warforged, right?
I think it's too late for that, personally.
Yeah, you're probably right. Kind will turn around, give a little wave, say good luck.
As you turn around and wave, he's like 100 feet away from you already.
Oh, in a hurry. Okay.
We'll catch back up to the caravan and oh, broken Warforged. She's doing that same thing that I make sure nobody's listening or trying to see if the kids are listening. He's doing the thing that we saw some do at Night Hollow before. When things got weird.
There was a Warforged over there? Is that why we stopped?
Yeah. Kime healed him a little bit. He was attacked by a purple winged creature, which is actually more concerning.
Okay. Arvin just said shiny thing and kept walking.
It's good. I am going to watch the skies almost exclusively now.
Alrighty. After that excitement for the day, you all have a peaceful rest of the day's journey. Panoply is constantly looking at the sky. Another nice dinner, another night goes by, another morning. I would like you all to roll a d6.
What is going on?
Interesting.
Be some sexy ass people.
Say, do you have things for all of these things?
Maybe.
He does. He does.
Winging it, I can tell. He just made this now.
As maybe about halfway through your day's journey, you enter a clearing on the road where the grass around you looks destroyed. And there are 3 large remains of dragon-looking creatures.
Dragon-looking creatures, like not as big as a dragon, or
Well, I say remains and dragon-looking because they are mostly picked apart by scavengers, birds, things like that. So they're mostly bones with a few scrapes of flesh left.
Does it look like it's just been like carrion birds feeding on them, like crows and shit? Or is there any sign of something bigger?
There's definitely signs of something bigger. However, well, I guess I should ask, are you approaching the bodies?
Where are they located?
On the sides of the road.
Maybe stop the caravan for this.
Oh, I see the bones. Sorry. They looked like burnt down trees at first.
Spaka comes forward too.
Oh, Spaka. Have you seen anything like this?
He approaches the nearest one, and there is like a shredded dragon scale on one, and is a deep amethyst purple. And he surveys the battlefield, and underneath some of the decaying, crumbled grass and foliage, he pulls out a sword. And it looks very similar to his sword. And he looks around. Evdumiel was here. War party.
What a beast.
3 dragons. This must have been quite the fight.
Did the dragons do the birding part, or did he? 'Cause that's amazing.
Both. Dragonborn can breathe fire.
I look at him with new respect.
Do you think the dragons are in league with the draconians?
This kind, yes. The
Whoa.
purple scales indicate that they are... We call them gem dragons.
That piques my interest immediately. Approaching the set of bones.
They worship a god. His name... something along the lines of Elethelios.
Over my shoulder. Tirxian. That name sounds familiar.
Loose. So it's been forever. That's what the creature in the mines was saying, right? Like it will rise again or something.
Yep.
Now that I've put that together, have I ever, would that jog my memory anything? Would I have read anything about that?
Roll a history check. You're vaguely familiar with dragons. You've read enough upon them. They're, what every kid wants to read about. You do know that there are quite the split amongst the dragons. Generally speaking, the elemental dragons, such as like red, white, black, green, are theoretically considered evil. While not all evil, the god that they worship, Tiamat, is a evil creature that resides in a plane of hell. On the flip side, there are the metallic dragons, like gold, bronze, copper, silver, platinum. They are generally referred to as good creatures, and they worship the god Bahamut. Now, there's another set of dragons called gem dragons, and they're sort of an anomaly. they're not really considered a natural occurring dragon. Maybe they're alien, maybe they were created. It's not really sure, like, where they came from. But they don't get along with the other dragons. For as much as Elemental and Metallic might not get along, the Gem Dragons are a complete other entity. Dragonborn are considered like offspring of dragons, generally the elemental and metallic kind, and you know that the Kaja Conclave worships some like crazy amalgam of Tiamat, Bahamut, and this idea that there was a greater dragon that birthed the two, and that all Aethermote comes from this greater dragon. One of the theories is possibly that the Aethermote that came from that larger dragon is what spawned the Gem Dragons. Like some disturbing anomaly or child that wasn't supposed to be. You've never heard the names of these? You'd call them gods, but in the dragon sense, it's really like the firstborn. They just refer to the firstborn as their gods. But that's what Turksine would know.
I don't know if I'd relay all of that right now, because I don't want to get something wrong and offend him. But I'll respond to Arvin and be like, yeah, the creature down in the mines kept mentioning him, I believe.
He looks over at you. The dwarven mines in Night Hollow.
Yeah,
What was this creature?
I have no idea. None of us have any idea what it was. But it shut down the mines, and the dwarves weren't able to work because it started killing some of the miners. So we were sent in.
He looks around a little bit more. And these are young dragons. I would imagine many Dragonborn died in this fight, but 3 of them is quite rare. There must be a larger one in the mountains.
Do you think there's any problem with us crossing this area?
He looks around. I think we should cross quickly. Arvin, while you're at that body, you notice there are amethyst crystals in the body.
Any other gems or just purple stuff?
Just purple crystals.
Smokable?
You can certainly try.
Well, I mean, not like right now, although there's probably burning it. Oh no, it's been a while. It's not just embers laying around. Do they look like they're connected to the bones or loose?
They look like they're connected to the bones, maybe?
I am going to try to pry them off with a knife.
Alright. As you do that, the gem shakes violently
Oh god.
and turns into something familiar.
Bastards.
Panoply, give me a perception check.
so spooked now. Everything wants to kill us.
While this was happening, it's not so much that you heard or noticed something, it's what you didn't hear. There's no birds.
Maybe the caravan still stopped back, right?
Yep. And that's when you realize why there's no birds. There's two medium-sized flying purple winged creatures are heading your way.
Heads up!
I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
What the fuck kind of
initiative
initiatives
on
are
these
these?
What are those things to the south? Flying creatures?
Yep, they look like small little dragons. They look like that.
Ah, bigger
Shiny.
flying versions of the little dudes?
The little dudes are fractals of crystals.
Somebody decided to play around with fizz bands during their weeks off.
Oh, they're cute little guys.
You gonna charm it?
I want to smoke it.
Alright, the first fractal sprints toward Panoply and her horse.
He's
The
hiding
second
behind it.
fractal that is right next to Arvin attacks him. Barely misses. Because I think you're a 14.
I'm a 14.
Not a 10?
You kidding me? I'm a 14 on a scale of a 10. Oh, we're not talking about looks? Never mind. Arvin's AC is a 14.
I'm gonna have these dragons are quite far off. So I'm gonna say sprinting makes it to there and there. So they just moved 120 feet forward to there and there.
The thing that approached me, how fast was it going? Was it going faster than a horse?
No, it dashed and went 60 feet.
Question. Is Spaka around?
Yeah, he's right here.
Cool.
Alright, the other fractal next to Arvin moves forward and quantum strikes you. And misses. Spaka lets out a bellowing roar and tells the caravan to take cover as Spaka, does not die. That does not happen.
Whoa!
He
Don't
fell
roar,
in his fear.
Spaka.
She trip.
No, how do I get death off of him? There we go.
Minus dead.
Spaka pulls out a huge greatsword and charges toward the two that are engaged with Arvin. Brings his blade around It misses. But Spaka has 2 attacks.
All right, Spock.
Takes a large chunk out of that one. Alright. Mascot moves up to Kime. Mascot Fractal. And Quantum strikes him. Misses. Turksian, you have Gilfy with you. It's Gilfy's turn.
It's Gilfy's turn. All right. Gilfy. It's hard to see exactly where everyone is. I think the horses are on top of people's tokens. I can see Arvin. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Turksian, or Gilfy rather, is going to dive bomb this one in front of Kime, giving Kime the help action, and then fly back into the tree.
Alright. Panoply, your turn.
Panoply's gonna risk opportunity and not. Let's actually. Well, no, because it would not apply to my horse. It's gonna kick Osid in the sides and go north.
It missed you.
How fast does this horse go?
40?
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get Osid to hold still so I can shoot from him. And then I'm gonna shoot actually at the amethyst thing, figuring that.
Oh, you riding him?
Yeah. Do I incur disadvantage for being on a horse?
Make an animal handling check.
Okay. If this goes poorly, I might leave Osid in this woods here for a minute.
Nah.
What a good horsey. And then I'm gonna shoot the. Actually, I have a pretty good range. And then I'm gonna do it again because that was embarrassing. Yay! I'm probably gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it belatedly. And then I'm done.
First turn you have Dread Ambusher.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Well shit, let me cast Hunter's Mark and then do Dread Ambusher then.
Oops.
Wait! No, not the horsey!
What did I do there?
Our pets' heads are falling off.
You killed my horse.
I don't know what I did there. There's a lot of dice there. Did that work right? It rolled the hunter's mark twice. Let me take off 4. Okay. Oh, wait. No. We can keep that 4 because you would have cast it. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, I'm complete.
You definitely heard it.
Good.
This fractal dashes toward you. Perksine, your turn.
Which one did Panoply hit? Did I see her shoot
There.
that one? Okay.
Yep.
So I'm still just barely within range. This is going to be a long shot. But Perksine is going to try and Tasha's Mind Whip the other one.
Okay.
You must target. Oh god, target it. Okay. Cool. And then Perksine is going to duck behind the cart and end his turn.
And even though it succeeded, it also looked like it was mostly resistant to psychic damage.
Good to know.
Which one did you aim at?
The far one.
The wormling? Okay, cool.
Arvin, your turn.
We're gonna start off by inspiring Mr. Spaka with... Oh my goodness. Got so many more features now that I'm this level. Shoot, can I take a long rest to replace everything?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's probably the best way. Cool. Try that again. Bardic Inspiration, put that on Spaka, and the fractal mascot that's right next to me, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on, see if I can get it to back off.
You didn't have it targeted. Okay, what is it? It's an intelligence saving throw?
I think it's Wisdom. One sec. I did have it selected, but it unselected afterwards. Wisdom saving throw.
That's a fail.
It says failed save, it takes 3d6 damage. So I did roll a 10, so it would take full 10. And then move as far as its speed allows away from me, and that is good.
Does it say it must use its reaction to move?
It says it's available, move as far as its speed allows away from you. Oh, reaction, yes.
So cute little combo. Because it had to use its reaction to move,
I'm gonna stab it.
Spaka gets an attack of opportunity.
Go, Spaka! That's better than me. Would that work for me getting an attack? Normally?
It technically would.
That's good for future reference.
It takes a big gash out of it. Anything else on your turn?
That would be it.
Alright, the fractal in the middle moves forward and attacks Kime.
Or tries.
It does.
It does.
For 4 force damage. Kime, it is your turn.
Fuck. Okay. I'm going to bonus action Echo. right here. Ah,
Slightly dead Echo.
he's sleeping.
I'm just killing everything today.
And I'm going to attack the one that I have help on from Gofi.
Alright, you have advantage on the first attack.
I'll attack again. And we'll call it there. I'll end my turn.
Alrighty. This fractal. Closest is Kime. And Quantum strikes you. Or not. That fractal... Is Dissonant Whispers just the one move?
Yes.
Alright, it charges back in, but against Baka. No. Alright, the Amethyst Wormling. Flies 60 feet to there. And lets out a breath of singularity.
Oh my god, what is that?
Sounds terrible. How much health does the horse have? No!
The horse fails its save with a natural 1.
I don't want to live in this world anymore.
It's not quite dead,
It's not
but
out cold.
it's definitely dying.
Not cookies.
So Kime succeeds. He takes 11 something damage. Force damage. Ooh. And if the horse was still alive, its speed becomes 0.
I'm okay though for speed, right?
Yep, because you saved. Alright. The other dragon. Moves right there.
Oh god.
Can't get all 3. Okay, just on Arvin.
Strength.
Arvin weak.
The 3 does not succeed.
I don't get it.
Your speed is now 0, until the end of the dragon's next turn,
This game's fake. Look at these muscles.
or start of the dragon's next turn.
And
All right, fractal mascot.
24.
Quantum strikes. Spaka. Misses. Spaka. Spaka is going to try to kill all these horrible things around it. Ooh, that's a big hit. I say that and he rolls double ones!
Baka.
Great sword again. He listened this time and slayed one fractal. Alright. That's Spaka's turn. One of the fractals attacks Kime. Misses. Gylfie's turn.
Okay. Gylfie is going to dive bomb this fractal next to Kime that's damaged. And then dip back into the tree.
Alright, Panoply, your turn.
I am disgusted and kicking at this little thing that's biting my ankles. And I'm going to risk opportunity and ride the horse over here. Thanks. And I'm going to shoot at the one with Hunter's Mark on it.
That one.
Cursing the ankle biter the whole time. It's bloody, and I'm going to shoot it again. Or maybe not shoot it again. Who said settle? And then I'm good.
The ankle biter chases you, but can't attack because it has to dash. Or wait. How far did you move? You moved 40, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know.
Yeah, you're slightly faster than the ankle biter. Turksian, your turn.
About how high are the dragons flying?
They are about 15 feet up. Because their cone can only reach 15 feet.
And remind me, cube length is just like the total length, right? So it's not radius like a circle.
Correct.
Okay. Well, that's not gonna work then. So instead, these things gotta die. Turksian is going to shift around the outside of the wagon and then launch a fireball towards the dragons. It'll be a little warm, Marvin, but I think I missed you.
I ain't going anywhere.
You singed his cloak.
Arvin's like, man, that feels hot behind me, and looks like turns his head, and there's a fireball erupting.
I don't know if I can turn my head. Stop. Hammer time.
But that does kill one of the amethyst dragon wormlings.
I'll take it and then hide back behind the wagon's wheel again.
They are not immune to fireball. All right, Arvin, your turn. Your speed is 0.
So I can still take actions, I just can't move?
Correct.
Okay. I can't see skulls. Okay, that one's dead. The other wormling is still flying around.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, or
You can try to seduce the dragon.
I could.
You gonna show some leg?
I permanently have my leg showing. Alright, we're gonna do this. Whispers on it. Did it ask for a saving throw?
Yes. I
Okay.
had lag.
Cool.
It failed. Bell's Dissonant Whispers.
Yeah.
So that's a full move.
Yep, get it away. And then we're gonna use Bardic Inspiration on Mr. Kime. And my turn is done. Wait.
Oh no. Okay.
Thing. I want to do a thing. I have to see if I can do the thing. Okay, my turn's done. Sorry.
Okay. That fractal missed Kime. Kime, your turn.
And seeing Kime surrounded, he's gonna attack many times.
Alright, the fractal in front of you is a fraction of what it once was.
Do I have help on this one that I'm targeting or no?
Yes.
Attack.
That one dies.
Yay.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's nearly dead.
Echo 10 feet. And we're gonna unleash Incarnation, which allows my Echo to attack. Those attacks I did.
Ooh.
And there are 5 attacks. I could probably do one more, but I'm gonna save it.
Where there were once 3, there are now 1. The Amethyst Dragon Wormling generates that. But it actually decides to flee and flies 120 feet away. So it is 100 feet off the map. Fractal strikes at Arvin. Misses.
Ha!
Spaka. Great swords, the thing. And does it again.
Do the thing.
Oh, did he roll a 1? Ah, crap. Rolled a natural 1. Badly misses. Alright, Gylfie.
Okay. Gylfie's gonna give Panoply some help.
Alright. Panoply, your turn.
How fast? The horse goes 60? 50? 40?
Draft horse goes 40.
40. How far away is that amethyst thing?
It is 240 feet away.
Going to kick off my ankle biter again and just ride straight toward that thing. And then I'm going to shoot it at not disadvantage because I'm being helped. I think? No? Or what was it on?
That was the fractal mascot that Gylfie was helping you against.
That dragonling did not look terribly hurt.
Not terribly. Had like some minor wounds.
I'm going to shoot it at disadvantage.
Okay, let me put it back here so you can target it.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's like on the edge.
So was your bow's range like 120?
150.
Yeah, so you'd be 200 feet away.
Well, that went poorly. It's a curse. Change targets to the fractal thing. Oh, you have to opportunity attack me from that top one too.
It missed. I'm not seeing the roll come up in chat.
Which one? Oh, my roll?
Yeah, your attack rolls aren't showing up for me.
Yeah, they're not for me either. It's got an 8 and a 4, so...
What's your plus to hit?
11? So it would have been...
This is weird. Let me refresh this.
Like the d20s were 8 and 4, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you would have hit the fractal. Now, one of the shots showed up. Okay. Do you have the... Does the damage show for you?
I can just click damage in the window.
Yeah. Do that.
was weird. Just died. No damage showed up.
Oh, it targeted that one?
Oh shit. Which one was it? What one is Goofy helping me on?
Let me fix that.
Okay, sorry. That was my fault.
Whoops.
It's part of our dead, not dead theme.
Okay, got it. All right.
I'm dead.
All right. That fractal dashes to ankle bite you again.
Hate this fractal. Hate it. It's the chihuahua of all fractals.
See if the music turns back on. Turxian, your turn.
Okay. Which direction did the thing fly?
Like over here, but then add another 100 feet to it.
Okay. I think my furthest thing is only about 150, so I don't think I'm getting there. So what I can do, just firebolt this one that poor Penny keeps running away from.
It's hurt.
That will end my turn.
Arvin, your turn.
Well, I definitely want to use this opportunity to cast Healing Word on myself. And I still think my best bonus actions are Inspiration. Kime, do you still have Inspiration, or did you use it?
I still have it.
Okay.
Sorry, no, I don't.
And my turn is done.
All right. The one in front of Kime attacks him. Misses. Kime, your turn.
Alright, Kime is going to try to save his draft horse. I think this is round 3, so I think he still has time.
Yep.
So he'll cast Healing Hands on it. And that'll end his turn. That's all he can do.
Well, if that's the case, the dragon will come back and breathe on the horse.
Oh my god.
Not just kidding. The dragon flies another 120 feet away. All right. The one next to Spaka and Arvin. It's gonna try to strike Spaka this time. Fails. Spaka is going to try to strike it down. Hey, that inspiration came in handy.
Let's go. Job, Spaka.
And then moves over there. All right, Gilfy's turn.
Okay. Same thing. Gilfie's gonna dive bomb the one by Panoply. Give her advantage and dive back.
Panoply's turn.
Panoply is super mad and rides away with the horse, and then turns the horse and shoots the ankle biter finally. I do want a hellish rebuke, and I'm angry. I'm so mad I'm breathing fire.
All the checks must happen. Alright. Panoply gets bit by the ankle biter. Hellish rebukes it. It saves. Deals damage to Panoply. But Panoply makes her concentration saving throw for... Oh, you still have Hunter's Mark technically up.
Yes. And I whip it over this thing because it's making me so mad. It's like, get off me. It couldn't even see me if it was daylight or nighttime. God damn it!
You had advantage on that attack.
I did. Thank God.
It's like a little puppy.
God damn it again! I try to shoot it again. Boy, this thing makes me mad. So mad.
Teetered on the 2.
That's right. You die. I'm done now.
That was funny. Turxian, your turn. Just hear like Panoply in the distance cursing as she misses with advantage.
Well, there's only one other thing, I think. And I think I have line of sight here. If not, I'll move a little bit to get line of sight. I'm just gonna launch a fire bolt at it again.
Okay. Yeah.
Big time.
Nice 3 damage. Woohoo.
Arvin.
Step to the side. Take aim. And shoot it.
Little rusty with that thing.
It's been a while.
As the final fractal that will not die crits.
Wow.
Fine, but he
Wow.
can't crit.
Oh, I could have saved you. I'm sorry. Rip Kime.
So he just takes 4 damage instead of more.
Yeah, it doesn't crit, so I'm good.
Now it's Kime's turn.
Kill it. Kill it.
Only that one left.
Yep.
Alright, we'll just attack twice then.
Grapple it.
And that's it. I can't run 220 feet, so
Da, 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 da.
I
This
can't.
song
I
is
can't
called
heal
Dragons
cookies.
Defeated.
Does that one slowly fade in the distance so we can't see it anymore?
Yep.
Panoply rides back to the others huffily.
I'm back looking for gems.
Roll an investigation check.
Ooh.
Ooh, very nice roll. Roll 2d10.
Hey. That would be... Nope, not that one.
You find 9 gems.
Cool! Pocket.
And with that, I think we'll take a break. Well, with all the dragons either defeated or very far off in the distance, Arvin collects a few amethyst gems from the corpses, and you all try to get the horses and the caravan to calm down a little, because that was quite a intense scene for them to see.
That dragonborn seems to know what's going on.
Yeah, he's fairly calm.
I will ride up next to him. Do you think there are more in the mountains that it would warn?
He looks off in that distance and then back toward the 3 skeletal remains of other dragons. I would assume so. At least the Draconians, who I presume to be in cahoots with the gem dragons. I presume that these 3 dragons that lay dead upon this field tried to ambush a pilgrimage from the Kaja Conclave.
Wait, so dragons were fighting each other?
Yes, it's a long story, but those that are considered gem dragons are not. They are the enemy of the elemental and metallic dragons, and therefore the Draconians are the enemy of the Kaja Conclave. While we are descendants of dragons themselves, the Draconians are strange monstrosities created from magic or something completely unknown.
Panoply leans over to Kime. I don't remember learning anything about that in school.
Neither did I. I was paying too much attention to the cute girl in the back.
A lot of good it did you. Turn around and ride off.
I'm
Should we
just,
keep
go ahead.
I'll ask Spaka, should we keep a forward scout in case they try and ambush again, or do you think that was it?
I don't think this was a planned ambush. The fractals come from the gems inside of the dragons. I shall harvest that one and make sure that it doesn't turn into a fractal. The rest look to be inert. I presume that those 2 were just scouts. Most likely checking the carnage of this battlefield. I believe that what they saw would not be to their liking.
probably move on and not get caught with more incoming.
Panoply's gonna try to sleep in one of the caravans for the day so she can stay up later at night and watch.
Okay. There's an orphan in the caravan with you.
Does he let me sleep?
Why is your skin black?
Why are you loud?
He looks at you. Okay.
Why isn't your skin black? I mean, I don't know, there's just stuff in skin that makes it different colors. Those dragons are purple. Horses are brown. Or black, or, all kinds of color.
But yours is like pitch black. And you have horns.
Yes.
Did you know there's a spider on your horn?
Yes, his name is Theros. Please leave him alone. He does bite if you poke him. I give him a pointed glare.
One of the other orphans elbows him and is like, let's go find a different cart.
She was a lot more fun when she was shooting arrows with you guys, huh?
They look at you. Yeah, yeah.
I'll pull everybody aside and tell a story while we're marching. Great battle in the dwarven caves.
Make a performance check.
Oh yeah.
The kids thoroughly enjoy it.
Good. Or else.
You even have a couple of the kobolds listening in.
Secretly, Panoply is listening, but then goes to sleep partway through.
So the kobolds seem to be warming up a little bit.
Possibly.
Still keeping their distance.
I'd like to possibly saddle up next to Spaka and talk to him about that creature that we fought in the dwarven caves and see if he knows anything.
Okay.
Because he did sound somewhat interested, but then he asked about it and been in the dwarven mines.
Roll an intelligence check. Just intelligence, no, Yeah, okay. You feel like you conveyed everything, especially that it spoke to you psionically, and that's how it sent you the message about, Elithos. He tells you that gem dragons, especially amethyst dragons, study and psionically manipulate the fundamental principles of the multiverse. That they can affect gravity and even delve into magic or emanations from the outer planes, and that there's stories that they can create life essentially from Aethermote. They are very strange creatures. tells you basically that the fractals that you keep coming across, those are sort of what happens when a amethyst dragon magically powers Aethermote and uses it to create life.
Do you think this monster may have just been created by one of the amethyst dragons?
He nods. That would be my suspicion.
How would one have gotten into the dwarven mines?
I don't know, but the dwarven mines have a rich deposit of Aethermote, and that could potentially be attractive to the amethyst dragons. Maybe they did whatever they do to Aethermote and created some sort of monstrosity in there.
Well, at least at this point it's taken care of. Maybe we should check back in with the dwarves and see how their mining operation is going when we get back.
I think that would be a good idea, and if you are still interested, as your friend Arvin said, we could definitely do with any help retaking our temple. Abdomiel will definitely be very grateful and pay you well, and I shall tell him of this story and this encounter.
Well, we'd appreciate that. We're definitely would love an audience with him.
I won't tarry long in Night Hollow. I will gather what forces I can and head south.
Okay. Well, hope to see you again then.
And puts his hand to his chest and gives you a nod.
I do my best to repeat it.
You all can take a long rest for the night if you wish. Final leg of the journey, everybody roll a d6.
Go for middle ground this time. Except for
Nope. Nope.
Oh!
Nope. Why are we the way we are?
Purple Dragon comes back with his mom.
Oh no.
You all head off during the day, full belly. And you approach the town of Night Hollow. As you reach the gates, you can see that there's the normal Night Hollow militia there. That there are some other individuals with them.
Do we recognize those individuals?
Like blue people?
They do wear blue.
Are they at this gate? The east gate?
Yeah, might have to use the north gate, though, because I haven't finished the east gate.
What time of day is it?
It's probably in the late afternoon, early evening. What just happened?
I'm all the way inside town at the bottom.
Yeah, it refreshed on me like in the middle of moving you. Who am I missing? Turksine. Alright, so as you approach with the caravan, there are individuals in blue robes. As the music doesn't go. There we go. And you do see Captain Terheld. And you see a very large automaton with two smaller ones. They're kind of humanoid. They look like they've got blue skin. A gnome and a older drow? Question mark. And they're all with blue robes. There are also some Prosperin military personnel around, and they have Warforged with them. There's the regular Night Hollow Militia, as I said, Captain Terheld, and they have a caravan, or they have the lead elements of the caravan stopped, and Terheld is with the drow, and they seem to be asking questions. And at first they just seem like very common questions about entering town. As the drow individual.
I'm only going to picture him carrying around wine.
And then this is the gnome.
A bunny. A chinchilla?
Looks like a bunny. And then this is the big giant automaton.
That's scary as fuck.
His icon is very accurate.
The old lady that was feeding most of the caravan seems to be the spokesperson for it. Just says that they, came from Ralapa, that they're merchants. Beyond that, they've come from far-off lands, and they're just seeking to, pass through Night Hollow, sell wares. The older drow doesn't say a lot, just kind of lets Captain Terheld and his minions do their business. The gnome is writing things down as people pass by. He has a big book, seems to be writing quite a bit.
Am I still in the side of the caravan?
Where do you guys want to be?
Somewhere where I could cast a spell unnoticed.
Okay.
I'd prefer to tie my horse up and sit in the darkness of a caravan. Possibly where I can peek out.
Okay.
I see it's verbal and semantic and component. So I'll only do this if I'm like sure I'm not going to draw attention to myself.
What is it?
I wanted to cast Detect Thoughts as we were coming up to the gates.
Okay. You can do that.
Wait.
Wisdom's 2. Oh, that's. Oh, okay. Wanted you to. Weird.
Uh-oh.
Did you cast on yourself? Sort of?
No, it made me make a wisdom throw, but it's fine. Ignore that. There's no man behind the curtain. But I'm first going to have it go over the guy who's writing notes.
Just the surface thoughts?
Just the surface thoughts so far. Especially as I just want to try if I can see, like, get some glimpse of what kind of notes he's taking as the leaders of the caravan are being questioned.
It seems like his thoughts are one, cataloging everything that is coming in and out of town. Very quickly, descriptions of individuals, quantities gleaned from Captain Terheld, and he's looking for anything magical.
He's using some kind of like detect magic or something like that, or just
It would seem like that.
okay. Have I seen him make any sort of interest towards any of us yet?
Not interest, but you can hear him, like, write down as he sees. He's like, humanoid, warrior, divine blood, question mark, powerful weapons and armor. Just like writing down those kind of notes. He stops, then writes down. Feels like possible aether moat in wagon. And he just like keeps writing and writing and writing.
Okay, but doesn't seem like any cause for concern or worry at this point.
No, just literally cataloging. I mean, eventually he gets to like all four of you on the catalog. Um, After Terheld, one recognizes some of you and is like, "Oh, my friends, good to see you. Great investigators. You know, we always have a need for good investigators because we need investigating of stuff."
Captain Terheld, so nice to see you again. We have brought some interesting people that hopefully you'd like to meet.
Interesting. Oh. Is this what Lady Tonbaum spoke with me about?
Maybe indeed. The kids like all poke out their head from behind Kime at the same time in like 6 different directions.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop.
And he looks at you all. I thought you were coming from a different direction.
I always like to keep people off guard, you know?
Ah, yes. Well, I'm sure you four can pass on through. We have to, you know, do our due diligence and make sure that there's nothing fishy about the caravan here. I'm assuming you were the guards.
Just earning our bread on the way in, yep.
Resourceful. That's why we like you.
And that's why we like you, because you like us.
Are you doing anything else, Turksian?
At some point, if I didn't think I had anything to worry about with the guy riding, I would have swapped it over to the drow.
Okay. His surface thoughts are complicated. It looks like he is calculating everything in his mind, figuring out who everybody is, why you might be entering town, that it's interesting that you four know Captain Terheld, that you're referred to as investigators. But there's a lot of different thoughts in there. Those are the ones though that you can sort of like piece out.
These, both of them seem like they're probably from the nation of Prospero, or
Yes.
okay.
As Arvin speaks with Captain Terheld, the older gentleman steps forward and introduces himself. I see that you are friends or acquaintances with Captain Terheld. Who might you be that I have the pleasure to speak with?
With a flourish, Arvin the Jolly at your service. And who might you be?
Arvin the Jolly, that is quite the title. My name is Venator Velrineth Adararn of the Venandi, of the great nation of Prospero.
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Oh, the pleasure is mine. For investigators in the town, are quite welcome nowadays, as there seems to be many issues plaguing it.
Interesting. Last we left Night Hollow, things were very calm and peaceful.
Make a deception check.
God, roll high. God.
Come on, you know this is Arvin. Oh yeah, bullshit all the way, baby.
That's what the B's for.
Man,
You know?
He raises an eyebrow at you, but acknowledges what you've said. I do ask that you tell me where you're from, as I don't recognize your accent, and well, by your demeanor and swagger, it seems that you have some study in the arcane arts. Seems like maybe a traveling bard by your persuasive persona.
You nailed it. I'm from here. I'm from there. We've come from the Nahusian Pass as of recent.
Arvin the Jolly, from here nor there. Well, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Glad to be here and see my old friend Captain Terrheld.
And your friend here, the warrior, another person from here nor there?
I'm sure Kaim could answer you himself.
yeah. The name's Kaim. How do you do?
It is a layered question with many answers, but we shall just say fine.
And that's the only answer I care about. Thank you.
That dialect of yours, it's familiar and different.
How so?
Across the ether. Small little nation. Yes, that sounds familiar. I think I recognize where you are from. Not here, but definitely there.
Yeah, you're right. Where do you think we're from? Or where I'm from?
Well, if I didn't know any better, I'd say from a place called Valeria. I have an old friend that lives there. I've been there once or twice.
Place.
Was a good place. Oh, come, don't let me stop you from entering town. Captain Terheld made it sound like there are more of you than just two.
I'm sure the little gnome friend over there will have all the notes on everybody in this caravan.
Yes. Little gnome friend. I wouldn't tell that to him. Levarius the Great writes many things down. This is more trivial than his normal writings. Divine being, but not in the holy sense. More divination.
Hey, little man, you getting this all down, right?
The bunny next to him stares at you.
Oh,
gonna
Orange, she's so
bite
cute.
you.
You're almost as tall as him.
Oh my god. Panoply's just appalled listening inside this caravan.
Turksian, you catch in his mind that the probing questions that he's asking, you're pretty sure he also has detect thoughts up. As there's another layer of thoughts in there from him where he's analyzing different reactions and thoughts that people give off.
Fun.
Well, I think I have all that I need for the day. Captain Terheld, why don't you introduce them or reintroduce them to your fine city? And he takes a few steps away with a goblet of wine in his hand and he drinks from it.
Tirxian, did you catch anything that would help you understand what he was looking for?
Where are we right now? Are we through the gates, out of earshot?
I don't know, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I presumed when he let us through, we were continuing into Night Hollow with everybody.
Yep, we'll make our way
So is
to
it
the
you
inn.
4 plus the 19 orphans?
Yeah.
Well, the whole caravan's coming in, aren't they?
The caravan will be delayed as it goes through a search order.
Oh god.
How long will that take?
Depends.
Yeah, I don't think we have any reason to stay behind and wait.
I will try and go through the maximum number of orphans. Okay, kids, we are going into town.
Be on your best, children.
Were we? I'm trying to find it in my notes. Do we need to wait for them to come through? Are we getting paid for shepherding them through, or was it kind of a mutual benefit thing?
I think we just guarded them, so they're presumably at a place they don't need guarding now.
Yeah.
It's mutual,
Okay.
so we get food on our travels.
Give food, and place for the orphans to sleep, whatever. Okay.
Oh, like for the merchant caravan? Yeah, you just came along and as like a mutual benefit that if you came on as guards, then they'd give you free ride food and whatever.
Got it. Yeah, I don't think we need to wait for them to get through then.
Panoply, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 18.
Okay. You definitely see the gnome, Lavarius the Great, say something to Velrineth. You also notice that Lavarius the Great has 6 fingers
On both hands?
on both hands.
Is he the
Do
man
they-
with 6 fingers?
Do they glance back at us as we're going through it all?
No. Well,
Bunny did.
it's hard to say with Velrineth. He has what looks like a damaged eye, but he seems to be very perceptive. He also has a beard, which you've been around Drow enough to know that that's weird. And he doesn't look like he's of a diluted bloodline, so you're pretty sure that that beard is magical, or fake, or something.
I touch my bald head and wonder.
I want a magical beard.
Well, I'm pretty hungry. Shall we get going?
Yeah, I'm trying to like focus on the children more than anything else right now, and just like try not to look suspicious. It's my whole thing.
The ladies who were gonna help us out with the situation. I forgot the names.
Penelope Tonbaum.
Penelope. Yeah, sorry, Kine. Before we eat, we might want to take care of our guests.
Or eat all together, but it's
Oh
kind of
boy.
a big. It's like we didn't call ahead. It's rude.
Yep, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do that. And Kine will walk forward. He'll kind of mutter behind him, "Make sure you get good details on my ass, okay, Mr. Gnome guy, little man." He'll keep walking forward.
Despite trying to be circumspect, Panoply does have a vicious flash of killing Kime if detect thoughts is still active.
Alright, so you all head to Miss Tonbaum with 19 orphans. They are in awe of this town as it looks absolutely nothing like Steep Light. Steep Light kind of looks like a dump compared to this place.
Remember, no stealing.
Alright, so you all drop off the orphans with Penelope, who looks at them all and goes, "Oh, you didn't tell me that they would all be young boys."
Well, kind of assumed you would know that. Does this pose a problem for your plans?
No.
I mean,
We can definitely find work for them. She looks at the two. Who are the two older boys?
Here, I've got that. Arthur, Benny, Arthur? Benny and Arthur.
Benny and Arthur, she says. I can definitely find work for those two. She kind of like predatorily looks them up and down.
Oh
oh
boy.
my god!
And then she goes, oh, the rest of them. Well, I'm sure that the dwarves have work for them. Otherwise, Captain Terheld. Yes, Captain Terheld. That would be a good one to have the other 17 go. Well, you know, we could take another one of the younger ones. He could be a page boy.
Yeah, I think we'll stick around and make sure we have everybody settled in. Also, we're worried about clothes, sleeping arrangements, food, the simple necessities.
Oh, yes, I guess boys need those things. Well, this is more than I bargained for.
What did you have in mind for? Do Benny and Arthur look concerned at all, or do they even notice?
No, they're confused.
Oh, okay. Well, us too. Maybe I don't
Go.
know.
Ma'am, I'm sure that we can, you know, help around the house, and the boys they're good at labor.
Procuring.
Okay, items.
Benny like elbows the other guy, Arthur. Like, don't say that. Penelope goes, Yes, we can find housing for the night, and, well, then in the morning, a lot of work to be done, rather stressful situation, we will figure out where they can all go. Yes, I'm fairly certain that the dwarves are definitely seeking new hired hands. I'm trying to remember if we have child labor laws here. Some of them look really young. Those ones, we can figure something else out.
I'd be willing to stick around here while the other three head out to the inn if needed.
Okay.
How long have we been away from Night Hollow now? Like 3 weeks?
Quite a while.
So you're saying the paper shops have restocked?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm not going straight to the inn, guys. I have a lot of money to spend. I also need a glass eye.
Interesting, but can be done.
Cool. Or a jeweled horn. One of the two.
Okay. So, Turksine is going shopping. Kym and Panoply, what are you two doing? It's probably by now, later evening, closing in on night.
Go try and find your Dragonborn.
Yeah, I don't know where to start. I think,
East side of town, like that's where they said Dragonborn hang out, right?
said on the east side?
Yeah, you know from before that they hang out at... Shoot, what's it called?
Oh, he's a fire genasi.
A tavern called Lady Wings on the southeastern side by the southeastern gate.
Okay, then,
Oh, wait, sorry, you said the Genasi?
yeah.
Yeah, that's who we're trying to find. Sorry.
That was a blacksmith somewhere in the trade center.
Okay.
Fire Genasi.
We'll head over to the trade center and look around.
Why don't we just take our horses and pretend we needed new shoes on them, which is a good excuse.
Oh, good call, yeah.
They kind of do
Okay.
need it.
So you two go off and do that. Arvin, you stay with Lady Tonbomb, and Turksine, you are going to the magic shop.
Yeah.
Okay. Wrap this up in a minute, but Turksian, as you go to enter the magic shop, a voice from your left speaks out. And a dark, purple-hued drow appears. Sorry, I don't think we were introduced at the gate when you arrived. But I couldn't help notice that you look familiar to me.
I think I have one of those faces.
He looks at you. One of those faces from the nation of Prospero?
Sort of. Kinda out in the middle of nowhere.
Ah, yes, there are plenty of those places, neither here nor there. But I can't help but notice you carry the books and scribes of an arcane practitioner. Yet while I recognize your face, I don't ever recall you going to the academy.
That's... must have a good memory then.
So you have never been through the academy?
Nope. Never once.
Pray tell, why might that be? Arcane practitioners in the nation of Prospero generally all go through.
I wasn't wanted.
Interesting. Do you happen to have your rejection paper on you?
I do.
May I see it?
Is this... Guess why? This is a neutral town. Is there a problem?
Well, I don't know if you are ignorant to the fact, or if you know, but all those who are known to be arcane practitioners in the nation of Prospero are required to go to the academy.
Well, I'll keep that in mind the next time I'm in the nation. Don't believe we currently are we?
No, you would be correct. You said you weren't wanted, so I'm assuming you were told that you were rejected.
I have the rejection letter.
That will suffice. I presume you won't tell me your name then.
I thought you got that on the way in.
Oh no, I met Kime Stormbreaker and Arvin the Jolly from neither here nor there, but I didn't have the opportunity to acquaint myself with your tiefling friend or you.
Oh. Yeah, she's actually his cousin. It almost looks a little funny, but they're good people.
Striking resemblance. Well, I don't mean to take any more of your time, as it seems like you are a busy man. Just maybe if you're interested, investigate that letter of yours a little bit more. I'd be amazed that somebody of your caliber hasn't figured it out yet.
I appreciate the hint, and I will do so at my earliest convenience.
He takes 5 steps away and turns, or stops. Turns back around. You know, I've been thinking a little bit more. And just something familiar about your face. You don't happen to have a brother, do you? Last name... Calavaris?
Not that I know of. I grew up as an only child out in the middle of nowhere.
Shame. I thought you two might be related. Well, have fun. It's always a good time shopping for arcane accoutrements. He turns back around and walks away. And I think that's where we'll end tonight's session.
What a fucking creeper.
We did it! 19 kids transported.
I know, but 2 of them are gonna be like some menopausal woman's bed slave.
Well, We got him out of danger of physical danger and dropped him right into emotional. So hey.